Hello everyone. Welcome to Tell Stories. I am going to narrate the story of Disney's Cars. Rematch. Lightning McQueen and Francesco Bernoulli had challenged each other to a race in Monza, Italy, Francesco's hometown. Benvenuto, said Francesco. Your plane was late, but this is no surprise. You will be late crossing the finish line too. Lightning smiled. Then he whispered to Mater, I am so beating him, right here on his own turf. As they left the airport, the cars were surrounded by photographers. Paparazzi love Francesco. He has too many fans, said Francesco. Nobody has more fans than Lightning, Mater piped up. Francesco rolled his eyes.
We will prove it,
said Luigi.
Lightning gets hundreds of fan letters each day. Guido, bring the mailbags.
Guido zoomed off. Guido returned with a mailbag overflowing with fan letters. Lightning was a little embarrassed. Oh, it's really not that big of a deal, he said. You are right, Lightning, said Francesco. It is no big deal, because Francesco has much more fan mail. Letters are great, said Lightning, but we like to get some fender-to-fender time with our fans whenever we can. Lightning and his friends greeted all the cars that were lined up to see them. Mater revved up the crowd. They began chanting. Lightning! 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 Questo è ridicolo, grumbled Francesco. And what about autographs? He asked. Watch and be amazed. Francesco started spinning his wheels and spewing out hundreds of autographed photos of himself to his fans. See? Francesco always gets things done at 300 kilometers an hour. After the two races had greeted their fans, they drove to a cafe. Hey, Mr. Francesco! Nobody drinks oil faster than Lightning, Mater said. What? Lightning cried. Mater, I can't drink. Come on, buddy. Show 'em what I done taught you, Mater exclaimed. Lightning sighed and managed to finish a can of oil in a few gulps. Francesco was not impressed. Francesco never guzzles, he said. Oil should be savored. Lightning turned to Francesco. How about a warm-up before the big race? Just you and me, he asked. Francesco nodded. Ah, good idea, Lightning. Try to keep up, if you... But before Francesco could finish, Lightning had become a red streak down the road. Ka-chow, Francesco! Lightning yelled. Francesco was just about to catch up with Lightning when he nearly spun out on a left turn. How do you make those left turns so smoothly? Francesco asked Lightning. Get equipped with some treaded tires, Lightning explained. Then turn right to go left. A very good friend taught me that once. The race cars finally stopped to rest. Francesco sighed. Ah, Italy is beautiful, no? Just like a Francesco. Lightning chuckled. Do you always think about yourself? He asked. Of course, Francesco replied. On the racetrack, Francesco only thinks about himself and doing his best. This is why he always wins. The next day, was the big race. Finally, the world would find out who was the fastest race car. When the flag dropped, the fans went wild. After the first left turn, Francesco came out ahead. He showed off his new treaded tyres. Perhaps the Lightning has taught Francesco too well. Lightning couldn't help but smile. The racers each entered the Monza arena and made a pit stop. As Lightning zoomed out of the pits, he heard his friends and fans cheering for him. Then the flashing of some cameras distracted him. Suddenly, Lightning remembered what Francesco had said about focusing on himself and doing his best. Lightning looked straight ahead and took the lead. As the two cars crossed the finish line, the crowd gasped. "Ka-chow!" yelled Lightning. "I won!" "You mean a ciao bella," cried Francesco. "Francesco won." The race cars and the fans looked to the judges. The crowd gasped again. The race was a tie. Back in the pit garage, the cars tried to figure out what to do about the tie. Suddenly, Francesco shouted, "No more talk. Talk is slow. What do? We race." "Right," Lightning agreed. "We'll race again in Radiator Springs." "That's a great idea," Mater said excitedly. "We can have a tractor tipping contest." Francesco rolled his eyes. "Tractor tipping is boring. You know the leaning tower of tires? Francesco put the leaning in it. Francesco can tip anything." Lightning laughed. "Come on, last one to Radiator Springs has to guzzle down oil." The two fastest cars in the world zoomed away together to race again another day. That's the end. For more such interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel, Tell Stories.